For the video, happy to assist. So in WordPress, the way that you do menus originally and originally is under appearance under menus, and this is all I've ever used and all I ever need to use. For some reason, you've chosen a custom layout here, um, which I don't even understand what that is. It's so let's just remove that, right? Because um, what we really need is pages, or posts. And you can see the pages here, the posts here. You've also got categories, which we won't worry about. And if it was a WooCommerce website, you'd have products and things as well. All right, so I just changed that on the primary menu and press save to get it back to normal. And then let's just have a look now. I'll keep that menus page open because we'll come back to that. And I'll just have a look what you've done on pages and just have a look. There's a news page there. So let's have a look what that looks like. Um, and that's all we've got. So we've got news, and of course we've got projects. So I'll open up that, and I'll open up services too, just in case. And I think that's all we need to have a look at. Okay, so there's the news, and it is a page. I can see that because we can edit the page, but there's nothing on it. Then we've got project sites, which looks okay. And then we've got services, which has got nothing to do with it. Okay, I just had to refresh my memory. All right, project sites looks okay, but it's been built um, for the projects in this way with the big long portrait pictures. That probably won't suit news. So let me just come back to here and let me have a look at what news posts you've done. Hello World, that's just the generic one when you install WordPress for the first time, so we can safely trash that one. And then you've got this other one called 4-hour rated walls. So let's have a look at that and have a look at what categories you've assigned to it and what feature image, what the featured image looks like. So the featured image, that looks like it's going to be a portrait one. Let's just have a look at that. Yeah, that's a portrait one. I'm looking at it under it's squarely so useful. An open graph is how this shows on Facebook. So I can see that it's a big wide landscape photo. Okay, that's great. And what category have we got selected for it? We've got news. Oh, that's interesting. So that makes me question. Okay, so projects. I've just forgotten how this is set up now. So, oh, I see, I see. We don't have a special page for these projects like on the other one. This is just a design. I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. All right. So what we need to do is go to. Okay, so that's good that the category is news. That makes perfect sense. What we need to do again is go back to that news page, and what we'll do is we'll go to edit on the news page. Probably a good idea to set it. Every page should have a featured image, okay? Like if it comes up on Google mobile, it's a great idea to have a really cool looking image there. And that would be good for Google because, and I'll show you why. Because when it turns into a square, that still looks cool. Maybe you want to choose a different one. But when we look at it in Open Graph, this is how the page, maybe we need to update it first and refresh. When it comes up in Open Graph, that's how it looks on Facebook if you shared the link to Facebook. So this is just thinking forward down the track when hopefully you start to do some social media stuff. And that's something that you could, I'm happy to assist to show you all my social media strategies. But if you're ever wanting to get more work out of Fusion, a lot of this stuff can be shared to Facebook page and talk it up on Facebook. And a lot of that content that you do for the email newsletters could be repurposed for Facebook and also for Instagram. Anyway, so that's all been up. Let's update all of that. And now let's go in and edit this with Elementor. And so let's have a look at what templates we've got available. Of course, there's all these templates that are already built in, but not a huge fan of them. Let's go into our templates. So we've got the banner. We've got the main banner top. That was done on March 24th. And we've got the banner. No, we'll use the more recent one. Main banner top. I think that's all we need. So we'll insert that one. And yeah, let's grab those document settings, just in case we haven't done them yet. And that will start the ball rolling. So then we can just type in news here. We don't need that. And we don't need that. And for news, let's find a different image. And let's have a look. No. I like that one. Kind of. Could always look for some more. And rather than there being 240 at the top, let's cut that in half. 120 at the top. And I see, it's this thing that's putting all that space at the bottom. Divider, advanced, let's put 20 at the top there. That's probably enough. And now what we need to do is insert a section here. And inside that section, we'll put in some top margin. We'll put in 5% top margin at the top there. No, actually, let's go 8. And now what we need to do is put our posts in there, because the news is a blog, it's a post. So this is a good... There's a lot of different post widgets around. I've only installed a few for this website. There's more available if we want different styles, but I really like this one. And there's our news. You've only got one news article so far. Let's put in a query. We'll put in a query to match categories, and that categories will be news. All right. We've got our choice of skins. There's classic, event, card, or creative feed. Because there's only one post so far, I'm going to go with creative feed, because that looks good. And now, in terms of all the content that we've got here, yeah, we want the image. Yes, we want the title. No, we don't want the meta. Metadata means like the date and the author and stuff like that. And no, we don't want the taxonomy badge, which is the category news. We already know it's news, right? And an excerpt. You can, I'll show you where the excerpt is for this. So it would show a little tiny words underneath that, and the call to action, read more. All right. Now you can set up all the colors and the style for this over here on the style, just like all the other widgets, right? So the title, perhaps we want to make the title just a bit smaller to fit in one line. So let's try 2M. Yeah, that looks fine. And then the read more button, the call to action, I can't remember what's our interactive color on this website. Let's have a quick peek. What do we usually make the button colors and things? We make them blue with a hover of red. All right. So read more. The background color is blue and the background hover color is red. All right, now, almost done. So let's have a look at that page. Yeah, we could put a little bit more space on the top of the news, right? All right, so choose that section, and at the top. Let's give it 160. That should be enough. And wait until it saves and view the page. Now I'll get you to check all the responsive design for this to make sure it looks great on tablet and mobile. All right. Now there's just one last thing I'd like to do, and that is first of all I want to have a look at this post. Oh, there's no content here. All right. And this structure here too, I don't like this. So first of all, I'll change the structure of that link. This is more sort of WordPress knowledge of permalinks. Let's have a look how the permalinks are set. And rather than day and name, I don't like that. Let's go to the actual post name. Save that. That's a tidier link. So when we refresh that, it doesn't exist, of course, because let's refresh this as well. Now, when we open up this in a new tab, that's so much better. The name of the website, the name of the post. All right, and it doesn't look like you've done this post yet, am I right? So you've given it a title, you've given it a featured image, and what we need next is the excerpt. Place your excerpt here. Okay, so we update that, and then of course you've got to go in and design it with Elementor. You know that. Have we updated it? I'll do it again just to be sure. All right, so now when we refresh this page, the news page, place your excerpt here. Okay, did that make sense? So finally, if we were going to put that into the menu, we'd grab news and add it to the menu. No, I don't do that in the customizer. So sorry that was confusing, that the theme puts that menu there. You probably can. It's just, I don't even know why they would. Well, maybe they're trying to make life simple, but for old school WordPress users that have used it since the beginning, we all know that's where menus are, under the appearance menu, right? So then when we refresh our page over here, you'll see that news pops up, which I think it needs its own top level for news. But because there's nothing here yet, you've still got to do this blog. I'm going to come back to the menu and remove this for now. And once you've created this blog and fixed up the excerpt, you can put news back into the menu. Okay? Hope this was useful for you, and hope you're having a lovely Friday. And yeah, Friday, weekend coming. Hope you have a lovely weekend too. Okay, bye for now, Katie.